Ahead of Sunday's races, Jack Miller, who took that pole position and will line up first on race day ahead of Sunday's race, ahead of Bastianini and Marco Bezzecchi. Vinales, Bagnaia and Johan Zarco round out the second row of the grid, with Luca Marini, Fabio Quartararo and Aleix Espargaro fronting that third row of the grid. Top KTM in qualifying was Miguel Oliveira, and he will start off. Sergio will start in 22nd, and Watanabe in.
There's three riders out already. Fabio.
It's Honda on Honda. Also in the first corner. Good launch as well by Pecco Bagnaia from fifth. He's already up inside that top three. We've got forward further down the field. It's one of the Repsol Hondas. Is it Taka Nakagami as well? I don't know if it's Honda on Honda, but what's not in doubt is Miller leads from Bastianini.
Johan Zarco was down. Zarco must have had a shocking start because he was nowhere near on the grid. That's Piro's Ducati down there as well in the gravel track. So there's three riders out already. Fabio Quartararo did not get a particularly good start. I was watching him at the start, but he went round the outside into turn one. He was behind Aleix Espargaro when they hit the brakes, and Aleix Espargaro has gained places up into sixth.
And here comes Bagnaia attacking on the brakes then on the inside of Bastianini into Quercia corner, turn number 8. They lean on each other. The two future Factory Ducati teammates going now towards turn number 9. It's Miller who made a dream launch on that first pole in 4 years. Bagnaia tried to run that tight inside line through Tremonti. No way through. Paul Espargaro then. He was taken out in that first corner incident. Zarco and Piro also involved. No way through for Bastianini on that quick, aggressive chain direction through 1 and 2.
So let's have a look then at what happened at the start. Keep your eye towards the back. How does Johan Zarco, and look at that on the left-hand side of the picture, he has a terrible start, and he's then going to get tailgated, I'm guessing, into the first corner. We can hear in our headphones. I think someone else is down. It looked like Brad Binder, I think, on the KTM on the inside. Might have started that, but we've got a Ducati down.
It's Jack Miller. Oh, dearie me, we were just waxing lyrical about the perfect start, the dream first lap for Jack Miller. It's all gone horribly wrong so quickly thereafter. Rio corner, which has caught out so many riders so far this weekend. He crashed out at turn 15, went on the podium here last year in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And Jack Miller's hopes of a first win in 2022 from a first pole in 4 years.
Another one down. That's
Marco Bezzecchi has also gone down. This is turning into a Ducati disaster here on home soil, because two of their men who started on the front row of the grid are already down and crashed in this Grand Prix.
Well, I think that might have been started by Aleix Espargaro. He also went wide there into Tremonti, so clearly a little bit slippery into there. Aleix Espargaro didn't go down, but Bezzecchi did. So
that was so close. Sorry, Lewis. I think Bastianini lost the front there. And now Bastianini, who inherited the lead after Miller's mistake in the turn 4. And the beast was almost down as well himself there. The left foot was off the foot peg. Bastianini, that was a big scare for him. The hottest condition of the weekend. They're already proving pretty troublesome, aren't they, for these MotoGP riders? It's Bastianini that leads at the end of a hectic second lap here in Misano.
And Fabio Quartararo, of course, with the two dropouts ahead of him, he's up into the top 6 now. The yellow flags are out again, though.
Both Miller and Bezzecchi have rejoined this Grand Prix.
Two more down. Antonio Morbidelli
both going for it on the inside here as well. He takes the lead in his home Grand Prix on the inside into Quercia corner. He moves on the inside, eases Bastianini to the outside of the circuit. Nothing that the beast could do. So Bagnaia then hits the front here on lap number 3. Bagnaia then in position. Now here comes Vinales. That's really aggressive on the inside of Enea. Bastianini into turn number 14, the Cala corner. He got in hot, but he somehow pulled it up towards the apex. Brilliant now by Mario Vinales, the Aprilia man in second place. For Gian Antonio Morbidelli, as Lewis mentioned, they have gone down this Grand Prix. It's already been a race of attrition, hasn't it, so far, with Miller, Bezzecchi having started on the front row going down. Bagnaia then leads, and now with clear track in front of him, can he start stretching away? One of his big rivals was going to be Enea Bastianini, but he's back in third. This was the clash for Jack Miller on lap 2 into turn number 4. Sort of fresh tyre, full fuel tank still, and Miller goes down, trailbreaking into the Rio corner. Back at the front, Bagnaia in position A to try and secure that 4th consecutive victory in 2022. He leads from Vinales. Marini excellent there in 4th place. Quickest man on the circuit, believe it or not, is the Suzuki of Alex. So Fabio Quartararo, as it stands at the moment, will be increasing his World Championship lead over Aleix Espargaro, surrendering big points potentially to Bagnaia, who comes over the line to start lap number 7. And Nea Bastianini's clicked into his groove and his rhythm just as we expected he would do after that big early scare, losing the front in the Caro corner. The beast now, the quickest man in Misano with a 1:32.560. That was about a 10 faster than Pecco Bagnaia. It was just over half a second over the line behind the fellow Italian.
We're about to find out on this lap, though, what kind of race pace Fabio Quartararo has underneath him. It's the first lap, really, where he's got any kind of clear track ahead of him. He's got an 0.8 of a second gap to make up as Maverick Vinales now shows a front wheel behind Pecco Bagnaia. But Quartararo now has a bit of clear track to try and close the gap to this leading quartet. He's 0.8 behind at the moment.
Vinales just got a fraction too hot there, maybe just picking up some dirty air behind Bagnaia's factory Ducati, just a little bit hot there going into turn number 8.
Alex Rins has just passed Jorge Martin, so we've had a change for 7th place. So Rins' charge at the field continues. Personal best of that lap for Luca Marini. He's now the fastest rider of this leading group. Marc Marquez watches on how much he would love to be in and amongst this battle. The 8 times world champion will be testing here on Tuesday and Wednesday, and of course his return to competitive action will hopefully be not too long after that. But for now he has to watch, and what an absorbing 10th Grand Prix he's watching, and still any one of 6 or 7 riders could still win this.
Credit to Andrea Dovizioso, he's just set his fastest lap of the Grand Prix as well at 1:33.095, keeping himself in 12th place. He's a long way behind Brad Binder in 11th. Ralph Fernandez, Darren Binder and Stefan Bradl are completing your point-scoring finishes. Jack Miller's just on a 1:33.737. He's in 18th place, having remounted, crashed out of the lead early on in his second lap into turn number 4. Betseki's down in 20th place, but Gian Antonio 21st. Those 3, of course, were all very early fallers in this Misano battle.
Oh, there's a change just up ahead there between Bagnaia and Vinales. Bagnaia's back up ahead. We're on board with Luca Marini. It's still Bagnaia who leads this Grand Prix now at the moment, but we were seeing just how good Marini was through that fast sequence of right-handers. He really closed in on the back of an Nea Bastianini, but there's no way through into turn 12. It really does tighten on you. If you try and snip a gap, it just closes in front of your eyes. So Luca Marini having to hold on to 4th place at the moment. But Maverick Vinales sitting in 2nd place certainly would appear at the moment as if he's got more pace than Bagnaia up ahead of him. And just to underline the Aprilias, Aleix Espargaro sets the fastest lap once again at 1:32.449.
Oliveira and Binder then, they are starting to really get into their speed, aren't they? Oliveira was really fast in that last one, 1:32.744, bettered marginally by Brad Binder. The pace is starting to really hot up here at the front as well, because Pecco Bagnaia and Maverick Vinales, they exchange fastest laps of the Grand Prix. Listen to this, folks. There were 0.02 of a second difference between Bagnaia and Vinales on that last lap. It was advantage Vinales by the narrowest of margins. It's so close between the top 2 men at the front of this Misano Grand Prix. Vinales now the fastest man on circuit by just 0.02 of a second. 12 laps to go here in Misano. Vinales trying to pick up a bit of slipstream on that factory Aprilia. He won't be close enough to attack Bagnaia on the brakes in the Quercia corner.
Not only was Bagnaia 2,000 of a second quicker than, or slower than Vinales, but Luca Marini is only a further 2,000 of a second